Welcome back to another episode of JailBreak Overlander. I'm Richie, and this is JailBreak. And once again, I'm wandering around out in the forest. I'm doing two things. I'm testing, or finishing testing, this Mystery Ranch backpack, like I mentioned before. And I'm also exercising my cameras, making sure they all work properly, and I'm still searching for a much better shot of the great horned owl. Last time I found the great horned owl, it was so cold outside that my camera would not operate properly. This time I took measures. I spent several days searching for the perfect shot, looking absolutely everywhere. And my persistence paid off. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a cold one, and check this out. I made my way back to the same area that I had spotted the great horned owl before. And I sat and I waited. I set up the cameras and I waited. And waited. And waited. But it was pretty windy out, and I didn't seem to have any luck. Using the spotter scope, using the cameras, I just could not locate him whatsoever at all. So I decided to try another tactic. The other tactic I tried out didn't work so well. Here, let me show you. It's funny. I'm out here in the pouring rain, freezing sleet, whatever. And I'm getting some footage. I'm hiking, trying to get some owls on film, but it's too rainy. So I got some footage for my Mystery Ranch backpack and for the Triple Art Design hoodie I'm wearing. And I was just about to get footage of this with the GoPro. And I dropped the GoPro on the ground. No big deal, right? Well, kind of is, because there's the ground. And the GoPro is way down there by that tree. GoProHero7 Black. Let's see if it made the if it survived the fall. Let's see if I can survive the fall. There's really no good way down there. Now, many of you are probably wondering why I would climb down this rock face in the pouring rain, already soaking wet, and not take my backpack off. Well, I'm testing the backpack, and climbing down a rock face, climbing up a rock face, bad conditions, etc., are all part of my process. Plus, I'm Italian, and we don't do things the easy way at all. So there's that. Not that I'm doing a review on it, but I gotta give it to the GoProHero7 Black. It turns out that I dropped it down that cliff face, which was about 40 feet down, and it bounced off every rock. And the only thing that happened was the lens cover cracked. But it didn't affect the filming. It still worked. So that was pretty impressive. I drop things. I break stuff, which is why I do gear reviews. So there's that. Fortunately, I put my knee pads in. My Triple Art Design AC10 cargo pants. Being over 50, having built-in knee pads, never know when you're gonna need them. At any rate, the camera survived. So after experiencing such unfortunate luck the day before, I left, and I returned the following day. And I once again started scouring the woods, looking at all the locations I had had such good luck before. It was still wet out, but it wasn't raining. And it was helpful because the wet ground made it easier to move through the forest without alerting everything that I was coming. I'm 5'11" and 240 pounds, so when I come crunching through a frozen leaf litter, everything in the forest can hear you. So this was a plus. So I started searching absolutely everywhere, looking for any type of sign. I even checked this newly formed hole that occurred when I walked over a fallen tree root and fell straight into this. So that hole was made by me. And I checked anyways. You never know where you'll find an owl. And then lo and behold, I noticed a dark, milk gallon sized shadow in the tree. Now, from my limited studying, I'm going to guess that this is a male because he's not enormous. He's about 18 to 20 inches tall from what I can guess. And he's in the same area pretty much every day. I'm shooting this with a Nikon P1000 because a couple of days ago I brought my Canon EOS R brand new camera into the woods, tipped it over and smashed it. Now this was two separate locations, but the same bird. And I was able to get some pretty decent shots. The color is natural because that's what it looks like in the Northeast in the winter, half an hour before dark. Now check this out. I'm going to do one of my patented bird calls and watch his reaction. It's staggering. Amazing, right? But on my way out of the woods, I ran into this fellow, which was very fortuitous. I'm in the middle of an incredibly populated city, but in the middle of this city, there's a large reservation, and so very few people even go here, which is kind of sad, but you can't help but love the isolation. The barred owl, the great horned owl, for whatever reason, they fascinate me. And apparently you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be hitting the road for a while, and hopefully I'll have footage from other locations. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below, and I will return the favor. I am out.